Oh, hello. Reaching for the moon, it's your shooting star. Hope she's on a Leo. Oh, hello. Oh, the comment section is so tiny. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. How do I fix that? Eating breakfast, huh? Not really. Actually, I'm not eating anything, really. This size. Hold on, let me fix the chat first. Oh my gosh, it is tiny. I should. I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'll eat after the stream. That's what I promised myself. I promised myself that I was gonna cook something. Hold on, let me change my BGM. I don't want to listen to this no more. There we go. Alright, audio levels. Oh my gosh, there are so many windows. Make your comment fonts fat like your ass. How's the BGM? Is it too loud, too soft? Do you guys like it? It is the free BGM from Dova Syndrome. I have a link on my about, I believe. God, I sure hope it's there, because if it is, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Too loud for me, but it's nice. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit. As long as you can hear me, then that's fine. Let's see. Camera movement. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, the Skyrim stream had to be canceled. But it's due to this Windows said there was a sound device not being detected, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I just turned off my computer and tweeted out cancel and went to sleep. And I would have tried fixing it, but I'm lazy. And recently I've been busy with zoo work because they've had me on longer shifts lately. So yes, I can hear you even when I'm asleep munching the melon seeds. Yeah. So I've been on longer shift lately. Usually I work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. A coworker who was supposed to come in the morning had an emergency, so the manager went, do you think you could stay until 2:30 p.m.? So I was like, oh, math is hard. That's like 15 and a half hours. Usually I'd be fine with that, but the day of when they asked me, I didn't sleep all day, so I had to decline. But luckily, the day manager came in to rescue me, but I still had to work 12 hours that night. Your computer couldn't. What the hell even was the problem? Hold on, I'll talk about that in a second. So what I usually do is my default music player is Windows Media Player, and I usually play music from there for my BGM, but a pop-up came in and said the file couldn't be played because there was a problem with my sound device, and I thought it was the GoXLR's wiring, since my cat has gone back into the habit of walking all over my computer stuff, or maybe it was just a software issue. So what I decided is like, okay, I'll try the software issue first because I don't want to buy new wiring when I didn't need it. So I uninstalled it. I installed the GoXLR program and I reinstalled the software. And that didn't work when I tried the BGM again. And on top of that, my computer was wasting my time due to getting stuck on the restart screen. You'd think with all these updates, Windows would stop getting stuck on the restart screen, but oh my gosh. Anyways, so I tried Googling answers, didn't get any results from that, unfortunately. It was telling me about literally everything else, like, oh, your speakers exploded. This is how you can fix that. Something extreme like that. So I decided to just try it again. Okay, I'll open an MP3 file and have it go through the Windows Media Player again, and I'll click the Get Help button. And when I went to the Microsoft page, apparently they stopped supporting Windows Media Player. or something like that, something along the lines of that. So I tried the VLC media player, and that worked. BGM played just fine. So I changed the output of the music, and I saw the audio levels in OBS start to rise again. So the problem was that in the music player software itself, not necessarily my mixer or like anything on my side personally. It was just Windows being a little bitch and say it's like, oh, there's an issue with your sound device. There's an issue with you not telling us, hey, Windows Media Player is gonna not have any support anymore on this date. So you gotta switch to, I don't know, what was it called? Groove Music, that new audio player that Microsoft Windows has. I'm using that right now. I hate it. I hate the logo. I don't know why. I just like the blue colors, the Windows Media Player, and I know it had orange in the middle for contrast. I liked that. It was easy on my eyes, and that this groove music shit is not. Groove is butts. Windows Media Players in the Windows files though, they don't support her, but she's there. Oh my god. I was gonna make a really dark joke right now. Okay, I'm gonna say it anyways. It's like the middle child in family reunions. By the way, I'm not allowed to make that joke. I'm the eldest child. Okay, hold on, let me take a drink. I'm sorry. If you're a middle child out there, I'm sorry. I'm your mama now. What the heck? Not you doing the middle child 30, I'm sorry. The funky music visualization, Windows Media Player, I carry you. Yeah, I actually had to use Macintosh computers during a media class back when I was in school. And they would have the music visualizer. I lost my train of thought. But anyways, it was really pretty and I really liked it. Anyways, but back to work. I've been working really long shifts recently. I know my the last recorded shift I have that was long was 14 hours. That was pretty recent. And 12 hours, mostly 12 hours, but that one time I did 14 hours. I think my soul tried to leave my body. The only good news is that I'm alone for a couple nights out of the week now, so I could work quietly on VTuber stuff without anybody peeking. I get embarrassed when talking about like anime and stuff like that. So if anybody finds out that I'm a VTuber, I will die on the spot. Oh my gosh, I have another story to tell about that. So Palace Mama took me on a dinner with her friend and her friend's daughter, right? And when they were talking about what their kids are doing, Palace Mama's friend's kid like had just graduated high school, and then Palace Mama she said, oh yeah, Leo does streaming and and stuff like that. And I wanted to throw myself on a K-barbecue grill immediately. I just wanted to throw my face in there. I felt so embarrassed. I couldn't look. And then she was like, well, if you're good at it, you should be proud. I'm like, first of all, I'm not good at it. Let's get that straight. And second of all, this is not a kind of thing that I should be open about. When Leo like, I'm shy. When Leo on the Twitch stream, fucker. It's so embarrassing. And I was like, Mama, why would you talk about that in front of other people? And like you should have said, like if you're good at something, you should show it off. And then I was like, I have other skills too. And she asked me, like what? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. Hold on. I should really get a water bottle with those straws or the pop tops, because it's really inconvenient having to like open the cap up every single time. Unless Mama will be the one who uses the Twitch chat to dox you. We live in the same house. She'll be doxing herself too. What skills I have? Like cooking. Well, there's that. I sorta showed up because we were at Korean barbecue. Leo's a good cook and also a good jeans model. Yes. I bought some new jeans recently. I have to wash them first before I wear them. Now, okay, that's a hold on, before I move on to the other topics, manager, can I talk about something can I talk shit about a coworker? Is that allowed? Am I allowed to do that on stream? Okay, and then on the other topic, fuck my train of thought. What was it? We were eating Korean barbecue, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, and I had the Korean barbecue place. Okay, some people, so a lot of people, they're not used to just using the grill, right? Most people will use some kind of oil or fat to keep the meat from sticking, right? But it's different in Korean barbecue because it's an open flame kind of cooking. I watched the table next to us, but I don't remember if it was butter or sesame oil. But either way, they threw it on the grill, and the grill caught on fire. I watched it flare up. From the side eye. I didn't say nothing. I was. Paula's mama wanted to take a look. I'm like, shit. Keep your eyes down. Let's see. Yes, Leo, just go off. We are de-stressing now. Oh my gosh, you are the best manager ever. Okay. So things have been fairly uneventful at work. But I still really hate my polar bear coworker and his girlfriend. Okay, you might say I'm a really petty cat for that, but I truly do. The vibes are just horrendous. You don't understand. Okay, it's like those kind of people who immediately do not match your aura. Well, like the second you meet them, you immediately know that you will not get along with this person or animal, whichever one. I don't know what you guys are. Anyway, so when I met them for the first time, I just knew I wouldn't like them, and I was right. They're lazy, and I want everyone to do the work for them. So, okay. I know I have a lot of Asian fans, so you know how when you're on good terms with people, you could get discounts on stuff. Like if you're on good terms with a salesman, they'll be like, oh yeah, I knocked down the price a little bit for you, and things like that. So they've been pestering people in our workplace for all kinds of help. I haven't showed off any skills of mine, so luckily they haven't asked me for anything. But the coyote that I talk about, that I always eat lunch with, he knows about cars and stuff. He used to work as a mechanic before. So the polar bears keep asking him to work on his car for basically free. Why? And do they do the weird unhinged jaw kisses? Yes, they do. And so, anyway, you wonder why they're asking the coyote this time? Because another coworker of ours has quit. He used to work on their car whenever they asked, like oil change, replacing the shocks and the valve cover. They're really simple jobs. All you need to do is look up how to do them. Basically anybody can do them. You don't necessarily need tools. They would certainly, well, to install the shocks you do kind of need a tool for that, but for oil change you don't necessarily need a tool to do an oil change. But for some reason he couldn't do it himself, and then when he was buying oil and I saw him in the store, and he was buying like enough oil to fill up a regular sized car, right? So about 3-4 quarts, and I was like, why don't you just buy the oil filter? You're basically doing an oil change at this point. And he is like, well, oil filters cost like an arm and a leg, so I don't really want to spend money on that. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious right now? An oil filter is expensive. It is $8. It is $8. He has a vape machine that is basically a third lung. I don't know how much they are exactly. I've heard that they're going like 160 or so. But he was able to buy 2 of them, and the necessary accessories and the juice and stuff like that. Nicotine addiction is a bitch apparently. But anyways, I do them unless it's when your first time. No. Everybody has a first time. Rip the band-aid off. If you think, oh, what if I mess something up, or I don't really know exactly how to do this perfectly. No, shut up. You're never gonna know how to do it perfectly on the first try. Just do it. My arm and my leg cost $6. It's fine. Knocks them around. I'm a palace cat. My fur is worth a lot more. Wait a minute. I just realized, yeah, my fur is worth a lot. But are my limbs necessary? No. No, I meant that by ask for help. Yeah, I fucking hate them. I hate them so much. But anyways, so, they suck up to our coworker for it. And then, instead of paying him properly, they got him shitty tacos from Taco Bell. Like, I'm stuck in the bathroom. And then I was down a coworker for like a few hours. I don't know why I'm so thirsty right now. And so I thought it was only me that hated them, because I want to be nice, I want to be forgiving, I want to be patient, but I'm an asshole. At least I can admit it. But anyways, so apparently my coyote friend, he's known for being real nice and patient after having a bad past. I'm kind of exposing him right now, but you know. But lately his patience has been running as thin as mine. The head lioness says there's behavior and personality complaints about the polar bear, but because it's difficult to find someone to cover his shift, he's stuck here. Dude, the coyote, he literally went up to one of our coworkers like, I tried to be nice and patient, but that polar bear, man. And that's all he said. I thought it was the funniest shit ever. I crashed my dad's car twice, but I can drive SUVs. You're gonna fuck up every now and then. But like, making someone drive you all the time is stupid. That's why I own a trike. Yeah, you stole it from me. You have a bicycle. I don't know why you needed my trike. Anyways, ironically, the polar bear, the girlfriend, she has her boyfriend drive her around. Because, what was it? He works the swing shifts. the polar bear boyfriend works swing shifts, and the polar bear girlfriend works graveyard. So, and they share a car. So it doesn't matter how tired boyfriend is, he has to drive the girlfriend around. It's my truck. I bought it for you. If it's for me, then why do you take it? But anyway. I despise them with every single bit of my wicked heart and soul. But I shouldn't talk too much about work, because I heard from an elderly grizzly bear coworker. She says that you shouldn't think about work at home, and you shouldn't think about home at work. It's keeping them separate. It's professionalism. Polar bear couple sure are recurring characters. Yeah, that's how much I hate them. Their very existence gets on my nerves. I miss my grizzly bear coworker. She was so sweet to me. My weakness is like elderly and kids, because like they're most of the time they're helpless and defenseless, and the people who hurt them are just pure evil. It's kind of like I'm kind of spoiling things for in the what was it? Was it Stormblood or something like that? It was one of the expansions past Heaven's Word. I think it was Stormblood. But anyways, one of the main antagonists, she commanded a son to kill his elderly parents, and then she immediately got on my shit list, and then Celeste antagonists, they're like, oh my gosh, but she's like totally your type. How could you hate her? I'm like, well, she crossed a line. But she crossed the line there, and I really can't redeem her for that. It's like when they cross the line, it's like, if you're willing to put the elderly and kids in danger, then you're a shitty character, and I fucking hate you. There's no redemption for that, honestly. Anyways, oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So I tried one of them Bang energy drinks, since Hololive Calliope likes them. Her favorite flavors. These sound so stupid. Her favorite flavors are birthday cake and cotton candy. So cute. So good. I mentioned wanting blue raspberry, or what was it called? Blue Raz. I saw one available at the gas station, so I bought it before work. I forgot I didn't eat any real food though, and I was really thirsty, so I chugged about like 2/3 of it. I had the jitters, like I couldn't stop shaking, and I felt like my heart was gonna explode, and it was like I would have passed out on the floor at the very least. I couldn't go buy water up front because the polar bear girlfriend was working the desk, and I did not want to see her face. I would literally rather die of a heart attack than have to see her. I bribed my coworker to go get water for me, and I chugged that water while fighting for my life. I'm terrified. It's a huge can. Oh, actually, it wasn't that big to me, because those types of cans, what are they? Are they like 20 fluid ounces? I drank the 24 fluid ounce cans of Red Bull every morning when I was in Palace College. She will actually kill you in 1 second. Not if I kill her first. She want to be hella dramatic and stuff like that. Like, you know how some characters, when they're so, like anime characters, when they're so done with everything, they just kind of slam their head on the table? That's what she does. Every single time I go up and buy drinks and stuff, she like scans my stuff and then puts her head on the table. I'm like, pick your head up, you little dramatic ass bitch. I've worked more 12-hour shifts longer than you've been here. Drives me absolutely mad. Okay, so I sort of tolerated the blue raspberry flavor. It was really, really sweet to me. Like, it had this kind of artificial sweet flavor, but I guess that's to be expected of blue raspberry. But so after a while of, you know, the caffeine scare, Soft Rice Milk, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the palace. Oh my gosh, my system sounds aren't on. I just realized once I saw the alert, it didn't make the noise. Polar bear used the little groan too much, too often. It pisses me off. It pisses me off so much. And also, they're sad excuses for polar bears. Why aren't they tolerant to the cold? Why do they always make the office like a fucking sauna? I fucking hate it here. I was so happy. It was like, okay, I can have my little winter wonderland, but no. They're like, oh, it's too cold in this place. It'll be like, too cold. What's too cold? 74 degrees? And they'll turn up the heat, and I hate it. My ideal temperature is 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Call me a dirty American because I'm using the American measuring system. I know nobody else in the world uses Fahrenheit, but 34 degrees Fahrenheit is like about 1 Celsius, I believe. If I remember. Bitch, you came from Antarctica. Yeah, but ironically, I can't really handle hot temperatures, even though back is hell in there? They probably came from hell. That's what it feels like. It came from hell to raise hell on everybody's lives. That's what it feels like. Man, I'm so glad it's starting to get colder now because I cannot stand heat. It drives me insane. I'm so happy that the temperature is finally dropping. Maybe I can actually put my fan away. My super powerful outdoor fan that makes hella noise, but at least keeps me cool. I'm a sad excuse for a palace cat. Our bodies are designed to withstand extreme temperatures from Mongolia. So like in the winter it'll be like super cold and like there'll be snow everywhere, and like for camouflage we'd have to sit in snow for like hours, but in the summer it'll be hella hot, so we had to shed all our fur and withstand all that heat. Sucked, but I really can't stand the heat at all. I think the most I could tolerate is about maybe 76 degrees Fahrenheit. I have no idea. Why am I so thirsty? I don't understand. Maybe it's because I was drinking some coffee before this. Does caffeine make you thirsty? Maybe Luna can give us a hand at work and like fan your face a little. Now she's a little shit. Little freeloader. I hate her. She's actually... Hold on, I had to turn around just to double check. She's sleeping on my bed right now. I want to sleep, but what was it? Oh yeah. So I thought, okay, maybe if I eat properly, I could drink one of them Bang Energy drinks and not feel like I'm dying. So I ate probably I bought some food from a gas station. It's not even really food, it's like snacks that'll sort of fill you up. Anyways, I tried another flavor, peach mango, because I like the peach and nectarine edition of Red Bull. That's actually my favorite flavor. It was alright, but it was so sweet that I literally could not get past even a fifth of the can. And what I've noticed is that they had this super artificially sweet taste, and I hate that so much. Bang Energy side effects: thirst, maybe your pants feel tighter, also rigor mortis. side effects to palace cats is near-death experiences apparently, but I should just stop drinking so much caffeine though. And so I realized that peach mango, oh my god, you would love the Jollibee pie. Too bad there's no Jollibee anywhere near where I am. There's like Jollibee places in America, right? But I don't live anywhere near a location, so I'll just have to gaze from afar. Maybe one day I'll take a road trip out just to go to Jollibee. I literally can. There's one time I went to San Jose just to meet a friend for like a couple days and I left. San Jose is so far. Wait, was it San Jose? I don't know, I'm from Rhode Island. Gazing long... Streaming has made my abilities... Not streaming has made my ability to speak deteriorate so much. This is how you know I'm so isolated during my work shifts. I don't know how to talk anymore. Gazing longingly at the nearest Jollibee branch. Don't worry, Jollibee will find you. This is so fucking ominous. This comment right here. He's literally going to colonize America. I can feel it. Please give some flavor in this country. This place sucks. Do it for the natives, Jollibee. Do it for the Southeast Asians who need good food. No words, just vibes. Man, I want fried chicken now. I was thinking I want to get Popeyes because KFC is fine, but I like Popeyes more for the flavor. I think the flavor of the seasoning penetrates more into the meat rather than KFC, and I find that Popeyes chicken is usually a lot juicier, which I like a lot. But I'd be broke. So I realized I should I realized that I need to stop drinking caffeine, and two, I'm going broke because I checked my card statement and seeing that consistently every single day I work I spend about $10 more or less on drinks and maybe a snack. Okay, let me explain myself. Let me explain myself. Back when I first started working at the zoo, I didn't really have access to the research facility, and I had to make do with the little tasks that they gave me. So it wasn't much. Of course, they didn't pay me much for it because they didn't give me much work to begin with. I always make sure my bills are paid first. And then I just paid bills paid first, buy dumb shit afterwards. So I often wouldn't have enough money for food. I would buy a liter of soda and like ration it throughout my shifts to get me through the day, and because it kept me full until I could go home. But during that time I also worked until late at night, so I wouldn't be able to cook without making a bunch of noise and getting scolded by Palace Mama. And since it's after work, usually you're too tired to actually cook, right? Sometimes I would just go to sleep without eating the entire day and just eat the next morning to make up for it. The habit of buying a big soda still stuck with me. So I'm always buying drinks. But I make sure I have something to eat though. Doesn't matter if it's super healthy or not. Eating junk food is better than not eating at all. And so far my health has been pretty good, so I'm not too worried. Hold on, what's this KFC discussion? I like KFC chicken over Popeyes. KFC is really good in Asia. I do love the Popeyes biscuits. KFC Japan is like 50% grease though. KFC China kind of extra spicy. I wanna try Chinese KFC. That sounds so good. I love it when my chicken is spicy. Well, not like too spicy, but still, it sounds delicious. Leo is liquid fasting. No, I am literally just trying to survive this fucking human body. If I was a cat again, like a full-on cat, I would have gotten the special treatment at the zoo. But no, they pulled me out from the depths of my hole and turned me into a human. And now I had to go to work and pay taxes. You little shit. But I brought the food thing up because I was watching some streamers talk about like a monthly expenses thing for food. The ones I got in more experience at my workplace, I got to a cozier place with my funds. I started to going out to eat, right? I really like good food after all, but I would go out so many times that I think I would spend about $600 to $800 a month for restaurant dining, more or less. Probably more than likely more. But I didn't really care to calculate back then, and I'm ashamed to calculate now. So I've been trying to cook more at home, as you can see from my posts, but I like variety, so I can't really eat a whole lot of one thing at a time. I'm picky and childish like that. So like if I make curry, I'll eat it for like a day or two, but I wouldn't want to eat it afterwards. Then a whole pot is still left over because nobody eats my food with me. Because Palace Mama and Palace Papa has a habit of either going out to eat or eating at a friend's house and just kind of leaving me and Little Palace Brother at home. So Little Palace Brother would eat some of my food, but he's picky too and won't eat the same thing after a day or two. So we're similar in that it's like I had to make enough for the both of us and our big appetites, but I can't make too much, otherwise it would just sit and rot in the fridge. Chinese KFC is nice, but the gravy. KFC Philippines has gravy like soup. What the fuck? It's like soup. There's a pump for the gravy. It's like thick soup. Well, isn't? I would say KFC gravy kind of like a soup. Well, Popeye's gravy in America is actually a lot thinner than the KFC one. I actually prefer KFC mashed potatoes and gravy to the Popeyes. I would rather, actually, this is what if I wasn't so lazy and they were like right next to each other, this is what I would do. I would go to Popeyes, I would order just chicken, and instead of getting their sides, I would go to the KFC right nearby and order their sides, just the sides. Chef Leo, culinary god Leo, recognized by Gargutta. Leo's a cat of high taste, really. Yes, I am. There's a pump for the gravy. We use it over the rice. So, like, can you put it into a cup and just drink it? I feel it though. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! That just brought up memories. Okay, so apparently there's like this challenge, probably in America or somewhere in Europe or something, but there's this challenge where you have to drink like this full mug of gravy through a straw. And you have to do it as quickly as possible. I don't know what the world record is, but I remember seeing a video on Facebook about it. I was like, wow, this is simultaneously both disgusting and something I would do. As a student, I used to get KFC chicken fillets, about $2, then just go directly to the gravy pump. No, I got that. Dump the whole fucking gravy pump of. God. Honestly, if I was an employee working at that KFC, I wouldn't care. I would have glanced at you and like, okay, well, this is a story to tell for later, and then mind my own business. No one judges, everyone gets it. Absolutely. straw. It's true. It's true. I'm so serious. There's like this challenge where you have to drink like a certain amount of gravy through a straw in like a super quick time. Now, I didn't get details about that. Like, what the amount was, or if the gravy is hot or cold, or like room temperature. Oh my god, that actually sounds disgusting. Room temperature gravy. Gravy, straw. Why? Because Americans? And the fact that me, an American, is saying, yeah, I would do this. Yeah. The kidney stones. Yeah. I want fried chicken now. I want KFC, mashed potato gravy. Actually, I was thinking, I have ribeye steak in the fridge and some portobello mushrooms because lately I've been making, I was like, oh yeah, I haven't really been putting much cognac in the cream sauce that I use. Why don't I just try a bunch more and see how that affects the taste? Oh my gosh, it was like night and day with how good the sauce tasted. I was like, why am I being such a cheap ass with the cognac? I don't even drink this stuff. Mushrooms, yummy. Yeah, portobello mushrooms. So the cream sauce, the way I do it is, hold on, everybody get some paper out. I'm gonna tell you one of my recipes that I learned online and kind of adjust it according to how I like it. So you're gonna take a steak, right? You're gonna season it with salt and pepper. Ideally, you want to keep it in room temperature for a little while, so that way it gets cooked evenly. And you could get like a medium rare type of cook, but I like eating blue and blue rare, so I don't give a shit. I just leave it in the freezer. Anyways, season with salt and pepper, but keep it very, very simple. In the pan, you're gonna get it screaming hot. Like, put oil down, and like once it starts smoking, that's when you put in the meat, because then it will give you a nice crust on the outside. You want to get your pan really, really hot for beef, just so you get that crunchy exterior. And in the pan, you're also gonna throw in some rosemary, thyme, and some garlic. I usually just put whole garlic, but you could also chop it up into garlic chips, so you can have little crunchy bits. Or what was it? Some people use like a paste. Some people use garlic, which is what I call a garlic that's already been minced and put into a jar. Or you can mince the garlic yourself. Either way. So once you seared your steak on both sides, you're gonna take it out and let it rest on a cutting board or something along the lines of that, whichever one you like. Some people like to put it on paper towels. I personally don't, because I feel like the paper towels, they soak up all the juice, but they don't give it back to the steak. So I just let it rest on a cutting board. So I take that out. I take out the rosemary, thyme, and garlic. And so I'm gonna leave the pan on the stove, and I'm gonna add some butter to it, about maybe a tablespoon or two. And in there I'm gonna throw in cut up portobello mushrooms. Now the thing is, you're gonna have to turn the heat down to about medium or so, and let the portobello mushrooms cook. You're gonna have to let them cook with some garlic and shallots. If you like them sliced thinly or minced, that's your preference. Garlic, shallot, salt, pepper to taste, and you're gonna let them saute. Now, you don't just want to simply saute them. You have to brown them. You have to get a nice crunch on the outside, and you'll see from the texture change. Make sure your mushrooms are also dry, because if you, for example, you just wash the portobello mushrooms, I remove the gills because they freak me out, and so I would rinse them. I would make sure that your mushrooms are dry, so that when you put them in a pan, you don't just steam them. You need to actually fry them. And so cook those in those mushrooms in the butter, garlic, shallot. And then once your mushrooms have gotten to a nice roasted point, that develops the flavor of the mushrooms really, really well. This is how you can get good flavor out of all kinds of mushrooms: portobello, shiitake, white button mushrooms, baby portobello, things like that. This is a really good way to get flavor in the mushrooms, and really maximize that earthy flavor. So next you're gonna take some cognac. I believe about maybe 1/4 of a cup. Just a hefty amount. I don't really measure my stuff. And make sure your pan is hot, by the way. You're gonna throw the cognac in the pan and then get that to flambe. I know it's gonna be very, very scary at first, so you don't have to use a ton of cognac at the first part, because using a lot of cognac means more alcohol to burn out, and it's gonna be really, really freaky if you don't know what you're doing. So just use a little bit the first time, kind of test it out. Like, get your pan screaming hot, take it off the heat, pour the cognac in really quickly, and then put it back on the flame, and then watch it flambe. It'll be great. It's a really cool party trick too. And once you use a lot of the cognac, burn off all the alcohol, then you're gonna put in some cream, as much as you want, really. Also season that salt and pepper to taste, because the cream is gonna dilute the flavors. But let that simmer for a little bit, and also garnish with flat Italian parsley. That way you have a mushroom sorry, you have a creamy garlic mushroom sauce for your steak, and it's beautiful. It's delicious. I love it. I make it every single time I cook steak. It's really, really simple too, so I like that the most. You don't need tons of ingredients or anything. Most of garlic and shallots, everybody should have that in their homes already. Salt and pepper, butter, maybe cream. Actually, I don't really have cream a lot in my house, but I do have butter for things like that. Oh, this totally slipped my mind. But during the steak cooking process, with the herbs and garlic, be sure to put in about a tablespoon of butter, and then once that butter has melted, tilt your pan over a little bit so the butter collects into a little pool. You're gonna take a spoon and you're gonna baste the steak. This way the steak gets that buttery flavor, and also gets a little bit of extra cook, because the hot butter flooding over it. It's delicious. It's delicious. You'll absolutely know a difference between a steak that has been and a steak that has not been basted with butter. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. Culinary god Leo. Okay. Manager is typing the recipe. Oh well. I'm shrimping, and I just adjusted my posture, and I heard so many cracks and pops. But if you look up the recipes, like I believe I originally got this from Gordon Ramsay. Just kind of look up Gordon Ramsay teaches you how to cook rare steak, and Master Chef, and you'll find it. Something like that. It's a flambe sauce, I believe. There we go. Yay. Lord and Hamsey. Call me Lord and Hamsey now. Oh, my back. Man, I love cooking, but I know I've gotten questions like, why didn't you go to culinary school? I think the pressure of being in a kitchen would be too much for me, honestly. I like cooking on my own time and cooking whatever I desire. If I have to be in a restaurant, which is really fast-paced, cook multiple orders at a time, then I probably my brain would be so overloaded. I just die on the spot. Sounds so good. My god, cook for me more. I actually have to finalize some recipes I have before I share them, but this is the steak recipe that I always go for. I can smell it right now. I can smell it right now. The herbs sauteing with the steak and the garlic. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now I know some people will be like, okay, how about do you use fresh or dried herbs? Mixture, honestly. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. whether you use dried rosemary or dried thyme, fresh rosemary with fresh thyme. I've tried both of them. The taste still comes out the same. It's a little more muted if you use dried herbs because I've tried mixing them a few times, like fresh rosemary with dried thyme. If you want maximum flavor, you should definitely go for fresh herbs. So if you're just doing this for yourself and you really give a shit, then just use dried herbs. I don't know what working in the kitchen is like, but I picture it to be something like Overcooked, except without the cartoony bits. It's kind of like the cartoony bits if you know some drama between the chefs. Like, oh, the chef and the waitress are totally fucking, but apparently the chef did something bad during their last time and the waitress is giving him the silent treatment. I use dried because the fresh boys are so easy to forget in the drawer and they're expensive. Yeah, this is why I try to buy as little as possible. If I do have to buy fresh, I'll get a pack of steaks so I can use multiples and just kind of finish that up. I'm pretty sure I won't finish the rosemary bundle that I have because I only have 2 steaks left in the fridge. And for my steaks, I usually just use a couple sprigs of rosemary, but not like a whole bundle. I wonder what else I could use that fresh rosemary for. I don't really know what else I could do. Probably use it in a cream-based sauce, maybe? I'll have to look up some recipes for that. I have to look up a lot of recipes actually, because I have so many like ingredients in my cabinet that I need to get rid of. I've been feeling good lately though. I love my cooking. I cleaned my room recently too. I finally have more space. I've been in a funk and haven't had the energy to really put anything away, like bags or clothes, so they just kind of piled up on the floor. And so by the time I got to cleaning everything up, which is like I think a day or 2 ago, it was so dusty that I kept sneezing non-stop. And I don't have a cute sneeze either, like other girls. Like something cute like that. Mine was like super loud and explosive. I don't know, I think I sneezed on stream before, I can't remember. And they hurt my throat too. Any ingredients for chicken soup stock granules, by the way? I only ever use it for eggs. I know Palace Mama taught me. Leo has like diarrhea sneeze. This is the worst fucking thing that you've ever said to me. It's true though. For chicken soup stock granules, actually Palace Mama taught me this. You could use it in a marinade. So use chicken stock with fish sauce, oyster sauce, sugar, and MSG. Mix it all together, and you could use that as a marinade for like pork or beef, and use that in a stir fry. It's really, really good. At least it was good to me because I really like salty food, but obviously you should adjust ingredients accordingly, like not too much of the chicken stock. I don't know, more sugar or oyster sauce. I still haven't gotten the precise measurements out because I always feel like I make it really, really salty, and also I haven't made it in a long time. I made it last I made it was when Palace Grandma was still around, so that was like over a year ago. Way over a year ago actually. I do miss Palace Grandma. I wonder what she's doing nowadays. You think like when you die you're just kind of in this void. It's like, I died old, what do I do for eternity now? Do I just knit? Man, actually that would be pretty nice. Like if you could spend an eternity just quietly working on your hobbies, not having to worry about anything else. That'd be great. That'd be great actually. Moving on to less serious topics. My narcissism is still in full spring because I've told myself multiple times that I'm madly in love with myself during my break. I don't know why. But like during my resting periods after doing something, like cooking a big meal or cleaning a lot, I'll get this like swelling of excitement in my chest. like I've fallen in love with myself all over again. It's like, oh my gosh, I really accomplished that. I feel great. Self-love is great, not to the extent when it comes to not Hoshizora level, Hoshizora Leo levels of self-love though. Me writing fan fiction for eternity? Bye. I think that would damage your psyche more than anything. Psychology is so freaking weird. Oh yeah. And when I was studying psychology, a lot of fellow students would say they would want to learn it to quote unquote fuck with people's minds. But you didn't learn any of that shit. All you learned was history, psychology. You had your own mind fucked with optical illusions and stuff like that prepared by the lecturer. And honestly, when I heard that answer, when I would ask people, hey, why did you study psychology? And they answer, oh, I want to fuck with people's minds. It's so embarrassing to hear that. I can't explain why. Is it like an edgelord kind of answer? Is it that? I don't know. It feels like that, right? The whole point of like, oh, I just want to, I don't know, be a burden on other people's lives. Shit like that. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a baby. She's on a Leo is 100% not a self-lover, but a self-fucker. I mean, what's your definition of love? Because I also despise myself for some of my habits and my hobbies. What are some bad habits that I have? Shoot. I'm trying to think of bad habits I have that I think, God, Leo, you're so annoying. Why do you do this? And I keep doing it anyways. I knew a guy who had a master's in psychology and all he did was quote Latin quotes. Yeah, it sounds like a psychologist. I can't talk about your bad habits. It's okay, I could talk about them. I used to be an alcoholic. a lot, like, I would drink a whole bottle of Jack Daniels in like an hour kind of alcoholic. It's the I'll drink 2 beers and pass out kind of alcoholic and do it every single day. That kind of alcoholic. It's okay. I've stopped. Because you wanna know why? Because manager noticed that my voice has been getting worse. And I realized, oh shit, it's because I've been drinking alcohol. And I stopped. Proud of you for being an alcoholic now. I don't know if my acid reflux has been getting worse because I've been drinking so much apple juice. Apple juice is good, you doofus. Yes, it is. With a certain percentage of alcohol in it, maybe. I'm an idol. I'm so grown. It's bound to happen. Cider? Oh, I like cider too. But I can't drink too many carbonated drinks at once. So, I would prefer apple juice over cider. Honestly, like cider as a treat every now and then is nice, like a small cup. But I prefer, if I had to drink a lot of it, I would prefer apple juice. Leo gets tooty. Shut up. Why is my back like this? Oh, I was also thinking about, so I know I want to cook the steak when I'm done with the stream, but I was wondering, do I cook sides with it or do I just eat the steak by itself? I do have a zucchini in the fridge that I've been meaning to saute for the steak, so I can have my little vegetable side. But at the same time, I'm like, should I go like buy a potato and make mashed potatoes with it? Cause I'll be making that cream sauce and using that over the mashed potatoes would be nice. I'm still indecisive. I might just eat the steak by itself because I'm lazy. I don't want to cook more than just a steak because the steak itself takes so much work for me personally, and I'm lazy. I'm a lazy little shit. Unless I'm cooking for other people, then I am an unstoppable force. Like if manager were to be like, Leo, I want to try your curry recipe. Can you make some for me? I would be like, yes, I will buy the freshest ingredients and I will prepare this day and night. Change the portobello out for skillet grilled zucchini, but the whole point of the sauce is that it's mushroom. And like there's also a sukiyaki sauce that I like to eat with vegetables, so but that's in the freezer, so I need to defrost that first before I eat the zucchini, because I want to eat that with the zucchini. It'd be delicious. I'm so tired. Get a sauce, but also have a zucchini salad. Oh yeah. Have any QP? Yes, I have so much. QP zucchini salad. Maybe some other time, because right now I think I just want to eat a little and then go back to bed. If I'm feeling extra lazy after this, I'll probably just like make instant ramen, eat that, and sleep. Because whenever Luna sleeps on my bed, she looks so cozy, and she likes to lay on my legs, kind of like just like cat liquid over it, and it feels so nice because she's so soft and she purrs. Ah, so cute. And it just makes me want to go back to bed with her. I'm like, oh, that's my baby. She's so fuzzy. She's getting fat too, because it's starting to get a little heavier. It's starting to get a little harder to carry her. Steak and zucchini salad would have been a meal to me with rice. I don't want to cook rice, so I'm literally just eating the steak with the cream sauce. Luna lies on your legs in an attempt to paralyze. Well, she's not fat enough for that just yet. Oh, but a coworker of mine told me that he had a roommate who had a cat so fat that if you were, just sitting around and the cat came over and laid on your lap, your legs would go numb. That's how fat it was. I love fat cats so much. But Luna, she doesn't really gain weight. She stays slender no matter what. Like, no matter how much she eats. It's weird to me. I love her. I love her so much. My baby. Fat cat. I just call that Leo uniform. Shut up. But looking at the meat on my table, it's getting me hungry. I'm getting sleepy. Okay. I've also run out of topics to talk about, honestly. Leo has such heavy muscle mass. I do. My muscles are always bulging. Can't see on screen, but I'm flexing right now. I need to work on my biceps more. And I have been massively neglecting my triceps. You should rest. Get out of here. I will. Okay, so I'm done for today. I don't know what I'll be playing next time. I'll figure something out. I don't need proper rest for muscles. Yes, I do. Why have I been yawning non-stop? What the fuck? Yeah. It will. It will. Did y'all watch the whole live Myth and Council collab with Uno? And they got the Uwu stick. Uwu. Pain. Pickle. Yeah, I can't do it. The Valley Girl Guda. It was not a punishment for her. It was a punishment for everyone else. Woo in the chat. Cringe. You have to embrace your cringe. Ew. I'll talk about that more some other time. I'm sleepy and I'm hungry. So, glad to be back. A little upset that such a simple issue was caused by Windows being a fuckhead. I hate you, Windows. Yeah. I'm your favorite Wildcat Idol, signing off. Oyasuleo.